And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. An outdoor concert for pop singer Halsey got ruined by the damn rain. The devil is busy. Take a look at this video from Maryland. That's the arena. These poor people got drenched while waiting for the singer to come out and perform. The show was eventually canceled. We're no strangers to flooding in Houston like that. We know what that's all about. We chat about how venues, musical venues and others can prepare this hurricane season so we won't have to sit through that.
When we talk about venues like that, concert venues, and we have a ton around the city of Houston, how do you prepare for something like that? Number one, obviously, if there's a tornado or hurricane warning, the last thing you want to do is continue on with the show. But how does one of these privately owned venues prepare for something like this?
Mr. Kerry, it is sad to hear. In this day of age, it seems like security really is needed. And on top of that, the aftermath, knowing that the venue took the right precautions to set up maybe the right insurance policies, the right security cameras, so there's no finger pointing. So in this day of age, safety precaution beforehand is really important.
And for those business owners out there and those who may have small and large venues, what type of insurance would you get in a situation like this?
Yeah, if it's something where the community is wreaking havoc, so to speak, and breaking into businesses and looting, typically a business insurance has general liability and coverage on their property and something called business interruption, Isaiah, where what if that business lost their inventory, they're out of business for a month or two trying to recoup? Some businesses can't go 2 or 3 months without revenues. With business interruption coverage, it will recoup the lost sales so you can at least stay afloat. And believe it or not, these insurance policies even have coverage for arson rewards. So they can tell people like you that, hey, we caught this person on camera and we're putting out a $5,000 reward to stop things like that.
That's excellent. That's excellent. Now, when we think about the business interruption that most entities went through COVID, would this type of insurance be very high now, or is it still affordable?
Mr. Kerry, that is a great question. And believe it or not, when you look at any policy across the United States, there's an exclusion for COVID, believe it or not. Not specifically the word COVID, but these type of diseases where if there's not physical damage to a business causing that business not to operate, then there's actually not an insurance policy out there that was priced just to shut down due to the virus. Now, there are scenarios, Mr. Kerry, where let's say the government says we're going to shut down every business in downtown because there was a transformer that blew up. Again, that's property damage. There could be business interruption coverage because that triggered that in the policy. But sadly, there was a lot of my restaurants that we insure in the city, and I had to break the bad news to them that there's no coverage if there's no physical damage. And had they priced for that, Mr. Kerry, nobody would be able to afford it. But now they're trying to come up with policies to actually cover if an outbreak comes again and we have to shut down, due to COVID, that there's at least an option for it, because in the past there wasn't.
Wow. Now we are in hurricane season, and we will always see something here down in the Gulf. What kind of insurance would you tell business owners to get as a result of, and we know about typical standard flood insurance, but that may or may not be available to everyone, may or may not be affordable to everyone. So what would you do as a business to prepare for hurricane season when it comes to insurance?
Yes, sir. Well, first I would take an inventory of everything you got, because sometimes when catastrophe happens, we forget. The second thing is a lot of people have the misconception that you have to own the property to get flood insurance. And a lot of businesses did not know if they lease space, they can get what we call content only flood insurance to cover their personal items. And same for Houstonians or people that are new to Houston. They come moving from different states and they rent a house to get their roots settled, and then their house gets flooded. And they didn't know that they can get flood insurance for their personal items instead of taking a loan out, perhaps starting over. And then, of course, the landlords of these properties should obtain insurance, because it could ruin them if the tenant's out of pocket and they're out of pocket getting their, possible rent to pay the bills.
All right, we need to prepare for the hurricane season. We know it's here in the Houston region, so prepare for the best. Thank you, sir. Mark Rafail, Rafail Insurance, thank you for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored tonight.